What's up everyone, and welcome to Geoconomics. My name is Jay and it's a pleasure to meet all of you. On this channel, we take a look at anything related to finance with a strong focus on investing. So if that sounds like something you want to be a part of, then please consider subscribing and liking this video to help me on my quest to befriend the big, bad YouTube algorithm. What's up everyone, and welcome back to Geoconomics. Today we're going to break down a company that is bringing AI to an industry that needs it. I have $10,000 invested into this company right now, and I'm very slightly up on the position so far. You're going to want to open up your mind for this one. Before we get into it, if you want to grow your portfolio exponentially, be sure to check out our Smart Money Squad Patreon. There are various tiers for your goals and budget. You'll get my buy and sell alerts instantly, my weekly watch list and entry points every Sunday, as well as updates throughout the week when I see something interesting in the market, and access to the private Discord. The link for that is in the description below. The link to the free Discord is also there. And now we're also quite active on Twitter, so hit us up with a follow there at Real Geoconomics. So make that thumbs up turn blue and subscribe if you're new. It really does help the channel grow. And now without further ado, let's get into the video. So the company that we're going to be covering today is an artificial intelligence company, but they are in an industry that we have not talked much about, which is mining. As we talk about mining, you must shift your brain a little to understand the mining business, and stay with me here. I promise you that this opportunity is very appealing. Now, mining is a very costly and time-consuming activity, but when/if you hit your target, it is extremely profitable, right? We see these with junior miners all the time. Sometimes a junior miner is worth a couple of cents, a couple of pennies, and then within a year, the stock is worth $1, $2, $3, $5, $10, right? So if they hit it big, as an investor, you really hit it big. However, for these companies, in many cases, a half-mile difference could be the difference between bankruptcy and massive profits. And that's exactly where Windfall Geotek comes in. Now, Windfall Geotek, their ticker symbol is WIN on the TSX Venture and ticker symbol WINKF on the OTC markets. Now, Windfall Geotek, what they do is that they use their class-leading AI technology and machine learning for strategic discovery of mineral and hydrocarbon resources, aquifers for drought-stricken areas, and even landmines in conflict areas. This is done with their proprietary CARDS, which stands for Computer Aided Resources Detection System platform, to identify a high statistical probability of target identification within known areas of interest. So let's jump right into the mining industry as a whole and what Windfall is doing to disrupt it. Mining sites are largely found by geologists using geologic maps, flying over sites via helicopters, and doing ground-level research. Geologists are very good and will eventually find their targets, but at what cost? I like to think about it like the game Battleship. At first, you have a 10 by 10 grid and you blindly guess, hoping to hit your target or at least eliminate where they aren't. Now, what's amazing about Windfall is their ability to pinpoint specific areas and shrink the field. This would be like playing Battleship, but your opponent's pieces being on a 5 by 5 board instead of a 10 by 10 board. And that's exactly what Windfall is offering their customers, and why their AI solutions are going to be so valuable going forward. In this example you see on screen right here, you will see a CARDS generated assessment of an area. The gray dots are the locations where geologists decided to mine but came up empty, and the pink spots are areas where they found significant amounts of gold. This is overlapped on top of the heat-mapped areas where the CARDS software targeted for mining. You will see that the geologists did hit some of their bigger targets, but do you notice how many gray dots there are? Those gray dots represent missed opportunities. With the card software, they could have pinpointed the hotspot areas and saved a significant amount of time and money. Recently in 2020, they made headlines by hitting 17 out of 26 of their targets in a Norway project. Now, in the past, Windfall has been a services business. They offered their services, they got paid, and they were finished. One of the things that I am most excited about here is their transition from a service business to an equity service business. What this means is that they are putting their money where their mouth is and taking less money for services and instead getting equity based on their resource discoveries. Over the last 12 months, they have taken equity positions in over 10 companies and are working towards accelerating that in 2021. This new business model has been received very well by customers who like that Windfall has extra motivation to help them succeed. It's a win-win on both sides, pun intended. Now, I believe that this is going to be a game changer for Windfall, as it will bring in consistent revenue and establish great long-term relationships with their customers. Another exciting area Windfall is breaking into is landmine detection. Now, before I researched Windfall, I had no idea that landmines are still a very big issue throughout the world. It is estimated that there are over 110 million landmines in the ground right now, with that number growing every day. Approximately 82 countries around the world are contaminated with mines, and more than 15,000 people are severely injured or killed each year, 40% of that being children. The resources needed to find landmines are very expensive, with estimates that it costs $7,500 to find just one landmine. Current methods to detect landmines use people and/or dogs to search fields, sometimes with devastating results, as you can imagine. Now, Windfall is partnering with drone company Draganfly, which is another public company traded on the CSE and OTC. They're doing this to offer safer solutions for landmine detection. Their complex algorithms used for mineral exploration can also be adapted for the detection of landmines. Now, landmines include metal parts, so using Draganfly drones, Windfall can do airborne surveys to identify magnetic anomalies in the ground. With more than 110 million landmines currently in the ground, that means that this is currently a $750 billion market, 110 million times $7,500. In February, Draganfly and Windfall started doing testing for their drone-based landmine detection, with more coming in 2021. Landmine detection will also have some direct implications on the exploration side of the business. Many areas that are rich with mineral deposits are also contaminated with landmines, leaving it unsafe for exploration. If Windfall can clear the landmine fields, it will allow them and their customers the opportunity to mine on previously unexplored land. The chart below shows Windfall's current market cap versus government spending. In the second chart, you will see the difference in Windfall's market cap versus revenue potential that they have from government contracts alone. If they can get just 10% of government spending, that will be over $70 million in revenue, more than 3 times their current market cap. I believe that Windfall is headed towards great things in the future, and they have great opportunities moving forward. And I'm not the only one. Recently, 3D Capital, which is led by Sheldon Inwintosh, made a $350,000 investment with indications that more could be coming. 2021 is going to be a very big year for Windfall, as they have already signed several big contracts and are continuing to make progress with Draganfly for landmine detection. After today's 7.5% gain, they are currently trading at just a $31 million market cap USD, and I believe that they are poised to take off. Now, as always, I want to remind everyone that Windfall Geotek is still at ground level, and with a small cap company like this, there is always risk and there is always volatility. Okay? So, I am very excited about what Windfall is doing, and I am very confident in this stock moving forward. However, please do your own research and your own DD to see if this investment is right for you and your investment strategy. Now, I do have $10,000 in this stock. I have 28,570 shares of this company at 35 cents Canadian. So as I mentioned, I'm pretty much break even on this position currently, only up 3%. So that wraps it up for today's episode. I hope you guys enjoyed the video and that it gave you a good insight into why Windfall Geotek is such an interesting investment moving forward in the AI and mining industries. And guys, if this video brought you some value, then please hit that like button for me, as it really does help the channel a lot. And if you want more content like this, then don't forget to subscribe and turn on that notification bell to be notified when any new video comes out. And of course, check out the Patreon if you want access to all of the perks, like our awesome Discord and access to my stocks master list, where you can actually track my all-time Patreon and YouTube performance, as well as completely a transparent look at all of my current holdings and position sizings. The link in the description for Patreon if you're interested in that. You're also going to get all of my long-term stocks and swing trades in a timely fashion, and much, much more. And until next time, take care and invest smart.